Precious.
Hello friends, this is Precious and welcome back to my channel. Wow, we are really close to reaching 800 subscribers and I really do appreciate all your support. This will be a voiceover video about my job as an HCC coder. But before we go through on that part, let me show you this coding day I had last week. I decided to film this so you can see what work from home looks like facing your computer for 8 hours a day. This is just a short clip of my day though, but I hope this helps you visualize about a work of a medical coder. I actually started late on this day because I had a blood work in the morning, so I started working as soon as I got home. You can see on this video that I had my iPad and headphones ready, and that is because I like to be in the zone while coding, especially this job needs so much concentration. So listening to calming music makes me power code, I might say. But since today I am super awake, I don't need it yet. I actually have to cover my two screens because they show confidential information while the other screen are just my notes, so it's okay not to cover it. Before I start my Power Code mode, I first open all the resources I need to code, and also I have to check my email and respond to messages. As I was checking my email, I checked at my productivity score yesterday, and I'm glad I did good. I still strive to code better and faster, so let's work harder. It always takes me 4 to 5 minutes to turning on my computer, opening my resources, apps, and checking my email, responding to messages, and checking my work list before I can say I am ready to open charts and code. It happened that I opened a big chart today, which will also be realistic to show you in this video that there will be a lot of reading, scrolling, and analyzing before reporting the correct codes. And yeah, before I forget, please watch my previous video and join the giveaway. If you haven't joined yet, it's simple. Just comment on that video why you would like to have the books, and don't forget to like and share that video as well. That helps me spread the word. Thank you, coder friends. And now, let's talk about my job. I work for an agency called the Judge Group, and my employer placed me to United Health Group or Optum as an HCC coder. I love working for them because they give a chance to new medical coders, especially with little to no experience in this industry. I am one of those lucky new coders to be part and trained as an HCC coder. There you go, I already answered the most asked question. So, what is an HCC coding? According to continuohealth.com, HCC or hierarchical condition categories are Medicare's risk adjustment methodology to estimate projected costs for Medicare beneficiaries based on their disease burden and demographic risk. HCCs are therefore essential for any health plan providing coverage or any health system providing care for Medicare beneficiaries. It is critical for healthcare systems to optimize HCC coding information and patient engagement workflows to get an accurate picture of their patient population and also manage patients' chronic conditions. In my research, according to AAFP.org, hierarchical condition category HCC coding is a risk adjustment model originally designed to estimate future healthcare costs for patients. The Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, or the CMS, HCC coding model was initiated in 2004 and is becoming increasingly prevalent as the environment shifts to value-based payment models. I know, that's a handful to understand. But according to ECLAHealth.com, at its most basic, hierarchical condition category or HCC coding is a risk adjustment prediction model, but ultimately it's so much more. HCC, as it's colloquially known, was designed to estimate and possibly predict a patient's healthcare costs during the life of the patient. It takes a long view of multiple conditions, factors, and determinants that may impact their individual prognosis over many months or years. I did a research and find this explanation because I want to give you a correct definition of what an HCC coding is since I myself is new in this area. So precious. That is HCC coding, and so what do you do now as an HCC coder? In my own experience, and as short explanation as possible, as an HCC coder, I only code patients' conditions that map to an HCC. There is an HCC model, and we only code diagnosis that maps to HCC. And yes, there are many conditions that do not map to HCC. We do not use CPT codes nor HCPCS codes. And because we only report codes that map to an HCC, the 1 month training we had and an assessment to pass before being released to coding real charts was worth it. I passed my CPC course, but there's nothing like our training that will prepare me to become an HCC coder. And yes, we are only coding diagnosis, but understanding the HCC guidelines and the conditions that must only map to HCC model need practice and a determination to learn. Can you give us an example? Sure. But if you're a medical coding student now and you have your ICD-10-CM book, open it and code along with me. So let's first find conditions that map to HCC. Please check type 2 diabetes mellitus without complications. And the code is E11.9. And there is this little box, red box, with HCC on it. That means that condition, diabetes mellitus without complication, does map to an HCC, and therefore we can report that code. Let's do another one. Please index pulmonary hypertension unspecified. The code is I27.20, and there is this little red box with an HCC on it. Therefore, that condition maps to an HCC, and therefore we can code that. Now let's do conditions that do not map to an HCC. Let's index gas pain. The code is R14.1. There is no red little box next to it. Therefore, that does not map to an HCC, and we do not code that. Now index calculus of kidney. The code is N20.0. And then there is no little red box next to it. Therefore, that does not map to an HCC. Therefore, we do not report that code. As an HCC coder, we do not only code conditions that maps to an HCC, but we code conditions with the highest specificity. For example, in the chart, the patient has type 2 diabetes mellitus, but in the chart, you also see that he is seeing a nephrologist for his stage 4 chronic kidney disease, or CKD. Because diabetes has a known causal relationship with CKD, therefore, we report two codes. E11.22 as type 2 diabetes mellitus with diabetic chronic kidney disease, and a second code, N18.4, which is CKD stage 4 severe. These two conditions map to HCC, and therefore we can report these. Why HCC coding is important. According to eclahealth.com, HCC coding is crafted as a measure of determining patient care and long-term health complexity, while also painting a picture of the whole patient. Painting a complete patient health picture requires more than codes and technology, but expertise and analysis. What certification do you need to become an HCC coder? I am a CPC certified and I am so blessed to have this job. And I believe there are companies who accept CPC or maybe other certification as an HCC coder. But there's a certification that's really for HCC coding, which is called CRC, or Certified Risk Adjustment Coder. And I hope to get certified on this because I really love my job and I want to grow in this career. So, we'll see. So, how much does an HCC coder make? This is from salary.com, but again, your salary depends on your experience and location. And that's it about HCC coding. You can see here in my video that the job looks quiet and boring, but actually, my brain cells are fighting inside my head. Thank you for watching, Coder friends. See you in our next video, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See ya!